What's up, everybody? It's been a month since
Yes,
we
it
last did
has.
something. My time is flying by.
Yes,
Yeah,
it has.
yeah, but we're back with another review. This time it's WWE Summerslam, which took place last night on August
Yes.
21st. Yeah, that's right, August 21st. So we're just gonna do a rundown of everything that's happened on the card. We got a lot to unpack, and yeah, just gonna go
Yes,
through
yes.
with it.
Some surprises, some disappointments, some why did we have these segments?
Okay, just like a FYI, like my stream was like acting funny, so I missed some of the segments. So, but I was able to get to like the big matches. It's kind of what like I was really looking forward to. So I heard some of the segments were like a little corny,
They were very corny.
G-rated.
Um,
So yeah, I didn't miss anything in that regard then.
some of them just made you go, hold on. They just made you. They just They just I don't know what they did. I don't know why they did it. They just made you go, no, no good.
Okay.
Some of these segments, I tell you, I just love.
I mean, can you do like a quick run through of the segments though? Because as I said, my stream was like acting funny.
What's that now?
I was like, could you like go through like the segments? Because as I said, my stream was acting crazy, so I couldn't really catch all of them.
So, some of the segments, we're going to start with The Miz and Morrison.
Okay, I saw that one. That one I saw.
That, I'm sorry, I have to be honest. They deserve this. Yes.
The sound effect.
Yes. Coming in a water truck and then just taking up time, like for real. That's what we're gonna do. And then Xavier Woods coming in like the black machismo.
With his hair slicked back and shit. I was like, bruh.
Like,
what was
I gotta
that
ask
about?
the question. I gotta ask the question. Who did it? Who made you do that? And who you lose a bet to, sir? I mean, come on now.
Who told him that was hot though? Because that's so 1987, that little hairstyle he had.
Yeah, but Scott Hall said he want his swag back.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought. I was like, what in the fuck? Come on.
He want his swag back, like, no, sir. But that was that segment. And then I guess the coolest segment of the night, for whatever reason, is Shinsuke Nakamura and Pat McAfee.
When they were jamming at ringside.
Yes. The only thing I don't understand is Rick Boone. Like,
yeah,
who are you?
Is that like he just came out of nowhere? I think he's funny, but it was like, where you come from?
Hilarious.
I think he was like in NXT for like a hot minute, and then I guess he's fully on the main roster now. So I was like, where did you come from?
I sure don't remember.
I really think he was on NXT. It was like really a hot second. He was like barely there, and they just put him on the main roster. Yeah, he probably had a whole different character down in NXT. That's like my understanding, but I guess he's more like a comedic relief kind of character for now.
Thank God, because he's making Shinsuke a lot cooler, and it helps that Pat McAfee is just biting into it.
I love Pat. Pat
for MVP.
Pat makes it so fun. That's why I love
Pat for MVP.
Yes.
So
what other segments?
Those segments. Oh, the best segment of the night. I also will say, I will give it this.
Yay!
Mario Lopez, my guy, from Access TV.
He was up there? Okay.
Yes, he was.
That's when my stream was acting up. I didn't see that part.
Believe it or not, he was a correspondent for the opening match, which RK Bro
won the tag straps.
Yes, RK Bro. Randy, you had one job, sir. Stab Riddle in the back. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, we might as well get to the card. Like, that was what I was disappointed in. That was my disappointment. One of my disappointments. Because you remember the episode of Raw before SummerSlam, he had RKO Riddle. I was like, okay,
yes,
that's a wrap.
That's all you had.
So why are they back together?
What are you doing?
Why are they back together?
But yes, Mario Lopez doing this thing, being a correspondent for WWE Summerslam. As a matter of fact, on Twitter, I saw something that actually made me laugh, and I'm just it literally made me laugh. It made me laugh.
Dude, the sound effects, I love them.
On Twitter, they said immediately book this WWE RK Bro versus Zack and Slater. Now, RK Bro don't want no mess of Slater and Zack. We know this. Mark Paul Gosselaar and Mario Lopez, they don't want that smoke. AC Slater will drop Riddle 30-second flat.
Are you sure about that?
He's he's got some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, so.
Oh.
I didn't know that. Here over the last maybe 10, 15 years, they've gotten into jiu-jitsu and stuff. So I wouldn't mess with him.
I mean, if it's like if he's down like that, then I wouldn't mess with him either. You know.
I mean, still looking like he's 17 years old, even though he's 47.
Exactly. Age and that man don't mix. He has the fountain of youth. Like, seriously.
The Latino men do. Yes, they do. But I digress.
So overall, can I say something about like the tag, like the Raw tag team titles? Now that AJ and Amos are no longer champions, like, do you see them continuing as a team, or is it like it's like a wrap for them? Because the Raw tag team division is pretty much like, I don't want to say it's non-existent, but it's not that many teams. So just like, who's going to face RK Bro now?
Now that is the $1 billion question that I'm considering and wondering myself. Omos, to be honest with you, I would not mind to see him team up with someone else.
Do you have someone in mind?
And be a Twin Towers kind of thing.
Do you have someone in mind?
Yes, I do. And that comes from the SmackDown brand.
Aziz?
Commander Aziz. Book him and Omos. Who the hell is gonna stop them two dudes? Nobody.
I like Aziz with Apollo though. It's a nice fit. But I will say this though. When I first saw Omos, I kind of envisioned him as kind of like a bodyguard for the Hurt Business for whatever reason. And then they kind of like put him with AJ.
Being that Shane guy, and you know what's odd? Omos is 7'3", 400 pounds.
Big
dude don't look no 7'3", and he ain't sure don't look no 400 pounds. And they got him. I cannot wait for him to get a singles run, if anything, because I don't know if many people will remember who he reminds me of, but he reminds me of Ezekiel Jackson, only taller, and he had the potential. He has the potential.
I can see that.
Ahmed Johnson.
I can see that, and coming from someone who's like watched Omos's matches, like he's like the essential big man. All of his moves is geared to what a big man is supposed to do, and it's very powerful. Like I still remember that power bomb that he gave to, I think Xavier Woods back at WrestleMania, and
and he
felt like, whoa.
You wonder why Xavier Woods got an identity crisis right now?
Why?
He knocked some screws loose and had him wondering who he is right now.
Because that powerbomb?
Yes, he still ain't recovered. He got
I
identity
don't know
crisis.
I don't know about that. It probably took him a while, but you know what I mean? But yeah, I think I'm kind of disappointed with that. I kind of wanted AJ almost to retain, probably because I do not want Riddle and Randy as a team. I don't know. It doesn't mesh well with me. It doesn't mesh well.
Eventually, it's gonna happen. Actually, there are some teams that can go after RK, bro. There are some teams that can go after them.
Yeah, but I just feel like Riddle and Randy should be single stars. Like they should, or at least have a feud. That's what I thought was gonna happen with Randy, RKO, Riddle. Like, okay, they about to have a feud.
But yeah, but I think he had to. He was testing Riddle just to see if he'd crack, but he wouldn't crack.
Damn it! Why didn't he crack? He should have cracked.
See, this is, and I hate to do Riddle like this. He's too gullible and too happy-go-lucky.
That's a character, basically.
But no, the person who he should, I swear, I'm so mad that they didn't book him as a manager. RVD saved this man. Yes, RVD, Hall of Famer 2021, RVD, save Riddle, please, because I can't deal with this happy go.
RVD's too busy selling his rolling papers right now. Like he's making banks, so his rolling papers.
So I can't get with Surfer Barney Boy.
I can't either. I agree. I can't get with it either. I can't take him seriously like that.
I mean, look, he goes from yeah, bro, to I love you. You love me. We're gonna do this all day, huh? Now, off of that subject, because we just off of that. The next match was, I believe it was either the SmackDown Tag Team Championship or
do you have the card like on your phone? Can you pull up the card just so you?
I sure do. Here we go. Full SummerSlam results. Here we go. So the very first match was So it was the Okay, so actually, let's see. Okay, yeah. Well, just a second. WWE kind of is.
Got it?
Yep, just a second. WWE did something crazy because they're getting ready for TakeOver here in a second. So it is TakeOver 36.
Yes, sir.
Live tonight.
Sir, I probably will have to catch that tomorrow because I'm all wrestled out this week.
all wrestled out.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, all wrestled out. Lord have mercy.
I'll take a look at that probably tomorrow.
As a matter of fact, Saturday night, they picked the wrong night to do SummerSlam. They really did, in my opinion.
I'm saying though, I thought they should have put NXT on Saturday and did this day.
Well, no, the reason I say that is because it was also Fight Night.
UFC Fight Night?
No, it wasn't UFC Fight Night. It was a boxing match at the T-Mobile Max Center. That Manny Pacquiao.
I knew it. See, I was trying to watch that fight, and someone told me.
Don't worry, I won't spoil the result.
Thank you, because I won't see it. I love Manny Pacquiao. All right.
Well, okay, so I'm trying to. Okay, so I do have some of the. I just gotta get to where they did the whole result. Let me make sure we got it. Oh, cool. Okay, all right. We're getting there. Hold on.
Take your time.
Okay, make sure we got this right. Okay, so kickoff match was we discussed the opening match with RK Bro and Almas and Riddle and AJ. We discussed that. So the kickoff match, Big E and I can't believe I get to say this. I thank you, Pat McAfee, for saying it. But bomb ass Baron Corbin.
I did not watch that match, so could you like go through that quickly?
Yes. Baron Corbin has been down on his luck, wearing the exact same clothes for God knows how long.
Like
God knows his wife. God knows he need a wife and an intervention. He stole the Money in the Bank briefcase and tried to change his fortune. He was bombing for money from Drew McIntyre and from Kevin Owens, and well,
John Cena too, right?
Was that
John Cena as well? Like during that contract
no,
time? Or did he jump in?
John Cena. Nah, I mean he literally tried to take over. He tried to take over Finn Balor's spot, which that's what really soured me a little bit. Mm-hmm. Finn Balor was supposed to be Finn Balor's night, Saturday night, and Baron Corbin interfered, and then John Cena snuck in like a thief in the night and signed his name
contract
with a damn Sharpie.
A Sharpie. You have to be specific.
A damn Sharpie. This ain't an autograph signing, sir. This is a contract.
Okay, so back to the kickoff match.
So Big E looks phenomenal. I am curious as to when and to whom again he is going to cash in the Money in the Bank contract on. Because it hadn't happened, but he professed it in a interview, I believe, with Bleacher Report, that he was going to cash in on. So time's ticking.
I mean, he's got a year. Well, less than a year now, but
he's got till next April. It ain't far.
Yeah, that is true.
It ain't far. So Corbin loses. He's a bum. Go get a shower. Go get a haircut. Go find a wife on OnlyFans for all I care. But do something with that gimmick. Oh God. Next. So then so that was the kickoff match. The first main card match was RK Bro and AJ Styles and Omos. The next match, which I really am glad I get to do. I really want to do. I've been wanting to do this for a minute now because of who it is and why. This feud with Eva Marie, I don't get it.
I also did not watch that match because my stream was acting crazy. So, did you watch it?
This feud with Eva Marie and with Alexa Bliss and Doudrop, which, first of all, allow me to ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Uh-oh. What just happened? Uh-oh.
Technical difficulties.
I'm back. Sorry, technical difficulties. And I have to ask this question. Her name is Piper Niven, correct?
Yeah, that's her original name, yeah.
and this is Eva Marie's return from whatever the heck she was doing.
She's in Hollywood.
So who in their right mind thought this was right to book them two together and then do a feud with Alexa Bliss coming off of Shayna and Nia and Reggie? And that gets this.
What was that noise? But yeah, you're right. It's like mismatched socks. It doesn't work. It doesn't mesh well.
And then the match itself.
Okay, I didn't see it.
The match itself and the ending got this.
I heard it was only like 3 minutes long.
Yes. 3 minutes long.
What the hell happened?
Okay, so Eva actually got some offense on Alexa Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
And she went after the dog, who really needs a 401k dental plan.
Why you say that?
Because ain't no dog supposed to look like that. I mean, we now know where Chucky's lost sister's been, or Sister Abigail from The Exorcist has been hiding. Yeah,
that.
Yes, and it's so sad because Doudrop didn't do anything. She just sat there and actually paraded around the ring after Eva lost and gave a little bit of her own medicine to Eva.
Is that like, what does that mean? Or is it about to be a split up, or is this gonna be like?
It's the everything Eva's been saying since she's returned, you know, and the winner is Eva Marie, even though she ain't do shit. Well, last night, Doudrop said, and the loser of this match is Eva Marie, and does her high pitch squeal or whatever. And, you know, it was just like a chuckle kind of thing.
I'm glad I didn't watch it.
It was a chuckle kind of thing.
I can't get jiggy with that. Yeah,
no jiggy with it. No jiggy with it. No.
No, sir.
United States Championship match is next.
Ooh, I watched this one now, and I got the prediction correct. Congratulations to Damian Priest, the new United States.
Finally got his shine. I hope he has a good run with it.
Me too.
Now, the match is a plus, but the correspondent interviewer is the downfall.
Oh my God, yo, I know you mean. Oh my God, with the cringe level that I felt when she was doing that interview. And I was like, fuck out of here.
And as a matter of fact, this deserves that.
It was just out of pocket. It was out of pocket. But the match,
I say this, and in the words of The Rock, and in the tone of The Rock,
know your role.
What in your blue hell was that?
I thought you were gonna say know your role and shut your mouth, but yeah, that's a good one too.
I want to go there, but somebody might be watching. I need to be nice.
Yeah, but the match itself was actually pretty good. You know, the chemistry wise and like storytelling. I like the part like towards the end of the match where Damian like takes the mask off of Sheamus' face and like kind of uses it as a weapon against him. And,
yes.
And Damian has a cool finisher too. I like this finisher.
I mean, great ring gear for Damian Priest.
This ring gear has always been dope. And
I'm assuming he. I could be wrong. Maybe he goes to Bianca for his style, because they've been coming in with the fire gigs of attire.
I don't think so. I mean, they're both the gears are fire. Don't get me wrong, but Bianca, she's known for making her own gear. I don't know about Damien. Damien probably get someone else to make his own gear. Never know.
Okay, so
but congratulations to Damien, though. I'm happy.
Yes,
that
I'm
I
hoping
agree
they
with.
have
I
a list
agree
of challengers ASAP.
Yeah, I agree with this move. So, of course, Sheamus is going to get his rematch, but I agree with this title.
Yes, yes. Now the next match was the Bloodline against the Mysterios, and here's what I'm loving: they won clean, no BS. They won clean.
Exactly. That's what I loved about it. Respect. It's just like back when Roman had retained the title against Cesaro, and everybody swore up and down that Jay was going to interfere, but he won the match clean and straight up in the ring.
Yes.
Like
yes,
that's what I love. I love those clean finishes. That's what I love.
And what I do love is the tribute to the Macho Man Randy Savage niggas.
Yes.
Of Ray and Dominic Ward, being that 30 years ago was the wedding of the century of Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. Yes, SummerSlam '91. 30-year anniversary of that.
I love that. I love that. It was so cute.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was dope. And as was this, I mean, I love the attires and everything. The only thing I did not like about the whole night was the setup. That setup was corny. They did a generic setup. They done got away from the.
Where's the pyro? Where's like the theme?
They did it for WrestleMania now. They did it for WrestleMania, but they did it like a pandemic house show.
I don't like it. I mean, even like the entrance way, I just felt like it wasn't hitting for me. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yes. Now the highlight. Now this is where the next match on the card. This is where they say a lot of people went down south with the show. Similar to WrestleMania. Similar to WrestleMania, where you had a fire start rather, and then a bomb drop finish.
Like a do.
Now, the fact that you had a build up, a return, a contract signing,
all of that booking, just for that finish. I know what you're talking about.
And for Sasha to not even be there.
Exactly. Like, where the fuck was Sasha? She just like disappeared.
Now, don't get me wrong. It was rumored that Bianca might not even been able to show up last night.
Yeah, I read about that. They were about to cancel the whole match. That's what I read. Yeah.
Now, this is the second time in what, 3 pay-per-views that they've done this. As we recall, we got the women's match before WrestleMania. We got one of them before WrestleMania, and they did not advertise it for the next pay-per-view.
Exactly.
I believe we got a SmackDown Championship Women's Championship match, but we didn't get a Raw Women's Championship match. Mm-hmm. So for Sasha to be out, which actually I understand why she was gone for so long post WrestleMania. She has a series that she's doing, an action series that she's doing that I believe is on Disney Plus. So maybe that was the reason why she was gone and came back when she did. And then maybe from what I heard on YouTube, I was doing a watch along while my connection kind of messed up a little bit. Shout out to Culture Wrestling. We did a live stream. Said something about the lines of she may have tested positive for COVID-19. Not sure if that's true.
I really hope that's not the case, but you never know.
I mean, because if it is, I mean, damn. Yeesh.
Oof, the timing of it all.
Yeah, and then, Carmella, look, I like her. She's a 2-time women's champion. This gimmick of being the best, okay.
The most beautiful woman in all of WWE, that's her gimmick.
Yeah, so when I'll give her the fact that we've been seeing this match now, 3 or 4 times in a row. We'll do this.
Dude, where are you getting all these effects from?
We're gonna give it that. And then I don't know. The way in which Becky Lynch showed the hell up.
I mean, yeah, like the pop she got was amazing. I just feel like the booking, the way that it was set up, it was just disappointing. That's why I didn't like it.
She could have, and this is where I think I'm going to fault Becky. Yes, she's been in the company for 8 years.
Yeah, 8 years now. Yeah.
She's been in the company for 8 years. So she unfortunately has the cachet to pull this move, as well as following the footsteps of her husband. I can pull when I want to come back, when I don't want to, that kind of thing. Now she's doing a part-time schedule, I believe, now that she has gotten married and had her baby. I believe she's thinking about doing a part-time schedule now.
I can see that happening.
And the way that this happened, this title change, I was excited for this. I'm like, okay, Bianca, Becky, a full 20-minute match.
That's what I was thinking. I was just like, that's what I wanted, and then she was finished at like 30 seconds. Like, that's what was disappointing.
She offered, and she was ready to go, and this finish has not been done since 1988. And the match I'm referring to is the Honky Tonk Man
versus the Ultimate Warrior.
And the Ultimate Warrior, SummerSlam of '88. And for those who could remember that night, y'all know how that went down. That was a bit of all of a 45-second match. Squash the Honky Tonk Man, and the rest is history.
Ended Honky Tonk Man's record reign at the time. He held the title for about 15 months, I believe, before the Ultimate Warrior came and beat him for the title, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
And Becky did the same thing to Bianca, and that, unfortunately, a rookie mistake, an egret mistake.
Yeah, she could have just took the title and just walked out. Nah.
Remember what I said when she won the Rumble, and I said how flawed it was? Remember what I said?
You said that.
Remember what I said when she beat Sasha at WrestleMania? And I said how flawed it was going to be?
Yeah.
The girlhood dream came crumbling down at SummerSlam, a 6-month reign. And she had the way she was looking after she lost. Somebody said she was smiling that this happened.
Why would she be smiling?
Kind of like a sigh of relief. Like she probably put a lot of pressure on herself. A la Boyhood Dream, Shawn Michaels with his title run of WWE. He put the division on his back, just like Bianca tried to put the SmackDown women's roster on her shoulders with all these releases or people taking time off for family and having babies and getting married and stuff like that. maybe the pressure was finally getting to her, and the way that she was looking once Becky dethroned her, all she could do was this.
That's it.
That's all she could do.
All right, what's the next match on the card?
The next match on the card was Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre.
I also did not watch this match. Stream was crazy. Let me know.
There was no need. There was no need for that. There's really nothing to say. There's nothing to say about that. There's really nothing to say about that.
So essentially, it was just a filler.
Pretty much, it was.
Okay, then we can move on then. Sorry, Drew. Sorry, Jinder.
There was no need. No need at all. Next match. Good God. And I don't even see those two matches of Jinder and Drew, Eva and Alexa, and the original kickoff match of Big E and bomb-ass Baron Corbin. Those three matches should have been your kickoff matches. Those three should have been your kickoff matches. Plain and simple, folks. But what did WWE do?
Put them on
filler matches and just So now the following match from that was Nikki, almost a superhero.
Okay, this one I saw. The match was decent overall. The match was pretty decent overall, but it was like honestly, it was a dumb moment that Charlotte was going to win the title. I was like, bro.
And she's padding her stats. She's padding her stats as most. She's chasing her father to set the women's record for most title reigns. Didn't I say what was WWE thinking, allowing Nikki to don a superhero outfit?
It made no sense. Like I was trying to give it a chance. I tried to give it a chance. I can't get behind it. I'm sorry.
I mean, is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Nikki, the ultimate. I'm a superhero. Stop it.
Chill.
Stop it.
Chill.
Damn it. Shit. What was they thinking and what the hell was she smoking? I know her husband was probably wondering what the hell you doing.
I mean, nonetheless, he was proud of her though, especially when she won the title. I saw a tweet that he had like he gave her a shout out for winning the title.
No doubt about being proud of winning the championship, but the gimmick you doing to get it. I mean,
she was pretty much a transitional champion.
I'm just saying
like,
the gimmick. The gimmick that you use to win, to get over and be a transitional champion. Don't you think you should have gave Marvel a call before you did that?
I mean, nonetheless, though, Charlotte's champ, and like you said, she's patting no stats at this point, chasing her father. I wonder what's going to happen though. Like, who's going to feud with Charlotte next? Because I do not want to see Charlotte and Rhea feuding again. I think someone else needs to step in.
We don't need it. We don't need it.
Like, someone else needs to step in and step up to feud Charlotte. Like, it's over. It's over between Charlotte and Rhea. It's quiet. It's time to move.
It better be.
It's quiet.
It better be.
I have nothing against Rhea, but I just feel like someone else needs to step forward.
Get it done. So, following the inevitable squashing of Bianca, the irrelevant match of Drew and Jinder, following the abomination of Alexa and Eva, we got a good match out of Dominic, Ray, and the Usos.
Yes, sir.
We got a good match out of AJ Omos and RK Bro.
Of course, they'll solid.
The match that everybody woke up with, thank the Lord, was Seth Rollins and the Brood returning Edge.
When I tell you I flipped out when that song came on, I freaking flipped. And then when he came up from the ground and then the fire.
From what I saw on Twitter and IG, I was like, no, he didn't.
He went there. He went there.
Now the promo that happened the Friday before SummerSlam.
Yeah.
2 nights ago. I loved it.
Edge killed it. They killed it.
No. I'm not talking about his promo. I'm speaking to
like I know the actual like
promo. Rollins promo.
Yeah.
That and Pat sold it. He could not believe what he was seeing. And he said it best. He's like, holy, I can't say what I want to say on the air. Michael Cole, take it. I don't know what I just saw. Now, if this were the Attitude Era, we would have gotten a bloodbath.
Yeah, that's one thing I missed. I wanted to see it, but
what
I mean that was also good too. Like I enjoyed that as well. So.
But what we got was a black-hearted, I don't even know what you want to call it, but
like Gump.
a black Spawn kind of thing.
Look like ink.
And Edge coming back with the Brood theme and the intro, which we thought that would have set it off. What really would have set this off was if Gangrel accompanied him.
Bro, that would have been lit. But I tell you, that would have been lit if he had walked out there with him. I would have really lost my mind.
That would have been it. And actually, like I will give that just the entrance alone.
That entrance was 10 out of 10 for me. That did it.
The entrance alone, I will give it exactly what I needed to. I give it 5 stars. Just the entrance alone, 5 stars.
Oh my God.
It's incredible.
That theme song? That theme song?
Yeah, I haven't heard that theme song in...
That's amazing. It's one of my all-time favorites. I love it.
I haven't heard it in forever, and I give it this. If you just get that just cause. So Edge went old school, similar to what he did in his moveset with Randy Orton in the greatest wrestling match of all time. He went old school a little bit. Did his execution submission hold, which we haven't seen that in a long time.
Oh, he really took it back, all the way back.
And although the only L that he deserves is finishing gimmick infringement. You had to go into your wife's playbook, sir,
to get the glam slam.
I mean,
I actually like that spot though. I thought it was kind of I think it was pretty sweet, just to get a little like gushy a little bit. I thought it was pretty sweet, but I can see why you would give him an L for that.
Oh, bro. I'm sure you. Never mind. No, let me stop. Nope. Let me be nice.
Yeah, keep it nice. Keep it nice, Derrick. Keep it nice.
I'll be good. I'll be good. But I'm glad to see that we got a clean match out of Edge and out of Seth Rollins, who I thought was carrying Edge just so that he would be safe. By taking the bumps, and
I noticed that too.
credit to Seth for being a trooper. I'm
Yeah.
sure that was a dream match of his.
The fact that even that was first time ever, though, it's still hard for me to wrap my mind around, because I just really thought that that match would never had happened. But it did.
Nobody knew it was in the works for several years, as it was several years in the making. I'm not sure if people remember the summer of the Authority and that angle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Edge was there. Christian was still there. And Edge didn't like how Christian was getting treated until he finally broke through, or something to that effect. And he wanted to handle the business himself. And Triple H made a point like, we know your neck broke, bruh. All it takes is for somebody to say heave ho, and you know you're going to be gone. I stay away and stay out of this if I was you. And then Cena and that Authority stay or leave town match that they did when the Authority lost. They were still angry, and Seth Rollins was inches away from sending Edge into retirement. All he had to do was step on that neck. That's all he had to do.
Yeah.
And of course, Cena bowed down, gave in, and put the Authority back in power and saved Edge's career. Not knowing that we would see him in the Royal Rumble last year and then come back and do it this year. So again, great storytelling from Edge and from Seth Rollins.
That was an incredible match.
Kudos to you for just carrying him, making sure that he was safe. I'm sure you're gonna want to work with him one more time.
It has to. It has to happen. I want to see it again.
That was dope. That was the match where everybody woke up, in my opinion.
I agree. I feel you. I really do.
That was the match that everybody woke up, and I was like, yes. And now the next match on the card,
Big Bobby Goldberg.
Yes, and you know what? Somebody came up on my messenger in a group chat and really put the disrespect on Goldberg.
I'm so tired of this Goldberg disrespect. I'm sick of it.
I'm saying this on the ending of the
I
match.
thought you meant like in general. I was about to say, I thought you meant in general. I was about to say, don't do this.
No, because I know if you ask him, and because he came back in 2016.
Yeah.
He's doing this like Brock. 1 year, couple appearances here and there. And so Brock signed I want to say he's been back for 7 years. Brock's been back for 7 years. Goldberg's been back for 6.
Almost 6, yeah. Yeah.
And little did we know his son Gage, like that little chubby dude.
He grew up so fast. I was like, what happened?
Damn.
He caught a growth
spurt. Now he's playing high school football. Shoot. Yo.
Give him about 4 more years when he turns 21. A couple more years when he turns 21. It's gonna be crazy.
It shows exactly what they say. When you haven't seen somebody in about a year or so or a couple months, things happen. I mean, good Lord, he was short.
It changes, yeah.
And now he's playing high school football in Texas. And I gotta admit, when this whole thing started, just on paper, that was a dream match. No doubt about it. That's a dream match. Lashley and Goldberg. That's a dream match.
100%, yeah.
On paper. And for Goldberg to still be in the shape that he is in.
For his age is remarkable. It's incredible.
I mean, for those who do not know Goldberg's backstory prior to coming into wrestling in 1997, think about that. 1997, 24 years ago, was his pro debut.
In the grand scheme of
24
things,
years
not that
ago,
long ago,
he was a rookie. And DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, is credited for his success in the business.
Yep. That's true.
And I'm telling y'all, for those who don't know his athletic credentials, all Southern Eastern Conference college football, University of Georgia defensive team. Okay? NFL career with the Atlanta Falcons. All right? This dude
Was a beast.
Played against Kevin Green, the late Kevin Green, God rest his soul, played against Steve Mungo McMichael, okay? Played against Reggie White, probably. God rest his soul. So this brother has the athletic credentials to be a professional wrestler. For anybody who's saying, why don't he sit down? You know, he done had how many times to come back and do whatever. He shouldn't be just resting on his laurels. Fall back.
Exactly.
Right?
Shut up. Like, fall
back.
He's more than qualified to do this.
Now, I admit he's a Hall of Famer. Should he just chillax like Ed should chillax? No, as long as the body's still able to do what it do.
I think with Edge though, I just kind of feel like when his retirement came, I kind of feel like it was a bit premature because he was still like at the peak of his career and he was the world champ at that time. So it took him a long time to come back. So with Edge, like, hey, he can keep going as long as he feel like his body can take it.
But I mean, premature, but think about it. He admitted, I did enjoy not having put on tights and eating ice cream and
being with his family. He's a family man too, so I understand that as well. So
the ending to the match, now this hasn't been done in 5 years.
That ending was like, okay, like I can get with it.
But no, the ending itself we have not had a referee stoppage in 5 years.
I know, and it makes sense because both of them are like really legit, like these badasses. So it made Bobby look even stronger as the champion. So that's what I liked about him.
Now the only disappointment that I have is Gage, you got too big for your britches, buddy.
Yeah, I was so shocked when he got involved. I was like, no, Gage, no, you're not ready for it yet. You're not ready.
You're gonna learn like Dominic learned. You don't jump in. I don't care that's your daddy. You don't jump in a lion's den and think you ain't gonna get started up.
You're gonna be grown out here. You're gonna be grown out here. They're gonna treat you like you're grown.
And it's so funny. MVP played it off. He's like, no, I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I didn't know that was his kid that he was gonna do it.
Live.
Like hell you did.
Lying ass. You know what was going down.
Like hell you didn't. But what I am wondering is where does that go from here? Because should we get a rematch between those two?
That's what I'm saying. Like the challenger, the main event scene, the challenger scene is a little iffy for me. I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch, but at the same time, someone else needs to step forward. That's my thing with like the title scenes, specifically with the world title scenes with Bobby and Roman. That's what kind of makes me fall back a little bit.
I can tell you, okay, so here, I'm gonna give you some acronyms. Mm-hmm. In the NFL, it's called the No Fun League with all these rules and things.
Yeah.
WWE right now stands for whining wrestling entertainment.
I agree.
Okay, whining wrestling entertainment. You have an idea, it gets shot down. You just go crying and boo-hoo-hooing.
Boo-boo. Like, get
And
real.
you know, it's sad when you really are getting rid of people over not failed drug tests, not having work for them to do, or anything like that. You let them go merely because they have a different view of their career than what you had laid out for them, and you can't come to an agreement.
Exactly. It works in both ends, and that's 100% the truth.
And with that finish, like you said, we were wondering what's going to happen with the WWE Championship, with the United States Championship, with the Raw Women's Championship, and this is just on Monday Night Raw, because we do have that opposed draft coming up. So
it's time to shake it up. It's getting a little.
We're gonna shake it up, and it's gonna have to happen sooner rather than later.
It's time to get it going.
It's time to get it. Yeah, as you said, it's time to get it going. And what happened next at SummerSlam? Arguably the best Universal Championship match.
Yeah.
In my opinion, in the last year. And think about this. Remember what happened at in the middle of the pandemic era, which seems not that far long ago.
Oh, it's been a year already, though. It's crazy.
Yes. SummerSlam 2020. We didn't know who was going to challenge for the Universal Championship. Braun Strowman was the champ. And he beats Goldberg.
Yes.
So you get the aforementioned Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, going at it with Braun Strowman. And I don't know if people remember that where the contract was signed the night before SummerSlam. Paul Heyman had the contract, and we were wondering who he was aligning himself with now that Brock Lesnar was not in the picture.
Yeah.
And it was Roman Reigns. And all people could do was, holy shit. How in the hell does Roman Reigns align himself with Paul Heyman after years of being
the arch nemesis of Paul and Brock?
Somebody caved in. Somebody must have caved in.
I wouldn't necessarily say it caved in. It's probably an unholy alliance.
And that term has not been used since 1999. Unholy alliance.
Yeah, that's basically what it is to me. But it works.
So yeah, it works, and he has ran through everybody. And then in comes Super Cena.
Super Cena. You taking me back to 2011 when like The Rock and John Cena had their beef and The Rock would get on Cena's ass about like being a superhero. Yeah, off topic, but yeah, that's what remind me of.
He was given the spoiler alert. All he had to do was hang in there. You can pound him all day. He's not gonna quit. It's just a simple 1, 2, 3, ding ding, all day long. And the promos they were giving to each other leading up to SummerSlam were straight fire.
Oh, they were talking their shit during those promos. I loved it. Loved it.
We haven't seen them in a match together since No Mercy 2016.
And here's the thing, though. That first promo battle they had back in that 2015-2016 era where the crowd just straight up was not feeling Roman at that time. And Cena pretty much just ate him up on the microphone. But fast up forward to now, Roman, you can tell he's like really like more comfortable.
I don't know what the purpose of it was. Like, okay, so we're gonna have a promo. I get the best of you in the promo.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're not ready. Wait, what?
Yeah, now that kind of lost me there a bit with what you just said, but in the grand scheme of things, just looking back from when they first faced off to now, like what a difference.
I mean, the most savage thing that Roman has done, that's the most savage thing Roman Reigns ever said on the mic.
Missionary line. Missionary.
Boy, you do the same old thing. And yeah, John Cena has been with the company actually 19 years. He hasn't been with the company yet for 20 years. He kind of misspoke a little bit.
And he's been the head honcho of WWE for over 10 years.
For a decade. But it won't be until next year, 2022, that it'll be officially 20 years on the active roster and not the developmental part that Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton,
John Cena
have been with the company.
Bravo. That class of developmental wrestlers, by the way, legendary. Cena, Orton, Brock, Batista, all of them. It's crazy.
And mind you, look who's jumping into Hollywood. Look who's following who.
Batista.
Batista got the itch. Yeah, Batista got the itch first.
Mm-hmm.
And John followed suit.
Randy, not that much. He's still like in WWE. Brock, no. Absolutely.
Well, here's the thing about Brock. He and Bobby Lashley have a lot in common.
Yeah. Standout amateur wrestlers, MMA champions.
Yep. And from what I've been told, or from what I've heard about Brock, his money goes toward his farming.
Yeah, he lives on a ranch. He lives like off the grid, and he barely uses social media.
So, great, and I'm glad we got a clean finish with Roman and John.
That match was fantastic. I enjoyed it.
It was. It got a 4.25 out of 5 stars.
I read.
Now, what happened after the match? That's what got everybody buzzing.
I wonder how Paul Heyman was like, what Paul Heyman was thinking.
Now,
rolled up.
I'll tell you exactly what Paul Heyman was thinking.
What?
Do we remember Survivor Series 2002?
Refresh our memory.
Paul Heyman had Brock on a tear. You go through The Rock, you go through Hulk Hogan, you go through Ric Flair, you make your name through The Rock and The Undertaker. And then comes November 2002, the eve of the very first Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar versus the Big Show in if I'm not mistaken, that was No Mercy of 2002. I believe it was a stretcher match or a straight up match. And Brock got screwed by Paul Heyman. And Paul, he could not fathom what was going to happen to him, having Brock Lesnar on the other side and not under his thumb. He ran through everybody to get to Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman had an alliance with Kurt Angle and Team Angle, consisting of Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin and Eric Angle, Kurt Angle's brother. So that's what happened, in my opinion, last night. Deja vu. If Brock Lesnar is coming back as a face, looking at his look right now is what I'm mortified by.
Like his physique, his structure, and the fact that he has like this little man bun in his beard.
Okay, so it's Mordecai, I believe, is the wrestler's character name that I'm referring to. That he's portraying. The way that he looks right now, Brock Lesnar looks like Mordecai.
Okay. Now I see why you're like horrified. I see why.
Yes. Am I here to repent my sins, or am I here to hear the word of God? Okay. So
we don't know what's gonna happen. But it's great that you bring that story up back from 2002. It is kind of like deja vu. But my biggest fear is, what if Brock starts like displaying heelish tactics? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that pop he got said otherwise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I want that booking moving forward to reflect that. They're gonna put Brock as this monster face. That's what I want to see.
And we haven't seen face Brock Lesnar since 2003.
Yeah, it's been over 15 years, almost 20 years.
And the crazy part is, face Brock Lesnar, I mean, you dealt with Big Show. You dealt with Kurt Angle most of the time. He didn't really, and he teamed with Mr. America, but he didn't do much face work in his first run with the company.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see how he's gonna do it now. I just want to see what it's gonna look like now.
Now the cameras start rolling after he returned and scared Roman off to the back and Paul Heyman to the back. Cameras kept rolling. And I saw something on the internet and I said, damn it.
Yeah, I saw it. Brock was beating up on John. Brock got John. I was like, why didn't they show this?
I mean, damn. John, you just ragdoll for Brock. What is it with you, man? But that pretty much covers SummerSlam 2021. It was billed as the silliest sin pay-per-view of the summer.
Yeah, but it did have its corny moments though.
I mean, I put it this way: if you call Las Vegas Sin City, there was supposed to be some more sin than what we got.
Exactly. I tell you, sin is not G-rated. It has some G-rated shit.
Sin is not G-rated. This is not Pee Wee Herman, damn it.
We're supposed to be edgy stuff.
We're supposed to be South Park.
Fuck out of here.
God damn it. Shit.
Give me some TV 14 stuff. I'm grown. I'm 22. I'm not a kid.
No, we're not. We're not kids no more. Shit.
We grown.
But a month from this coming Thursday will be Extreme Rules.
September the 26th. September 26th?
September 26th, a month from this Thursday.
All right.
And then there is October, where they go back to Saudi Arabia for Crown Jewel.
You know I'm going to take a look at this. I got to.
Now, there is something else that's going to occur in October that hasn't been done since 2016, I believe. And then we get the first ever
Women's
on the other side.
Queen of the Ring, King of the Ring, correct?
Yes, yes,
right.
yes.
Did they have word on when it's going to start?
I have no idea. I'm assuming it's going to start after Extreme Rules.
Okay.
So like that,
I'll be on the lookout for that.
That Monday night and that Friday night will be considered qualifying matching time for King and Queen of the Ring. So that should be interesting.
Oh, and another thing, non-WWE related, Dark Side of the Ring season 3, the second half of season 3 will resume. I wonder when it resumes. I got the date. It's at the tip of my brain. I can't remember it, but it will resume in September. So that will be back, and I think it's the remaining 6 or 7 episodes. I think so. There's a lot of heavy stuff, a lot of heavy topics coming soon. So can't wait.
SummerSlam is in the books, but I think WWE did well for their second time in Las Vegas on the main 4 pay-per-views.
Yes.
They're known for they were known for, I believe, Taboo Tuesday and Casino Raw a few times back in the late 2000s. But next July, we're going to have in Sin City Money in the Bank 2022. So they're already booked for next July.
Booked and ready to go.
Booked and ready to rock and roll. So for the 51,306 members of the WWE Universe, we applaud you for being somewhat active and excited for the pay-per-view.
And participating.
Although I'm sure everybody was kind of upset that they had to do the mask mandate. Like, what the hell?
I mean, I'm going to see Monday Night Raw live, so I'll be having my mask. It'll be fine. I'm just going to go and have a good time. Can't wait. Ooh, you get me
As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and plug this right now. January 1st, Saturday, 2022. Meet me there. State Farm Arena, Hotlanta. First pay-per-view first show of the year. WWE is coming back to Atlanta.
Is it for Raw, SmackDown? What is it for?
Neither. It's not even for a live show.
What is it for? A pay-per-view?
I believe it's a pay-per-view.
Royal Rumble?
No, not this early. Not this early.
Then what is it for?
It's called what was it? Day One. I don't know the meaning of it, but I've seen that. I saw that advertised.
That is.
But it's supposed to be a pay-per-view of some sort. I believe.
That's interesting.
Anybody in the Atlanta area, if you're watching this right now, you heard it from me. 2022, January 1st, Saturday night, meet me there. As well as March of 2022, WWE 2K22 hit shelves. Buy that copy. They have to make it up for 2K20.
I heard it was whack.
It was garbage, as well as the WWE, not All Stars, but the
Battleground.
That other WWE game that they came out with that was supposed to be for 2021. That looked like the WWE All Stars game. I'm like, oh yeah, shit. Next. So that's pretty much it. But what we're gonna do now to bid this farewell, we're going to just a moment. We're going to. We are going to end this vlog like so. And again, I do not own the rights to the music. Facebook and whomever else, MCA, RCA, please don't come for me. But we will be.
They're gonna automatically come from me because it's going on my channel.
Oh no! Please don't come.
I can finesse it. I can finesse it. Though. Don't worry. Wink.
Oh no! But please don't hurt us. We're just trying to do what we love, which is entertain fellow wrestling fans, and in my case, add a little music to it because what goes better than talking music? And we're going to end tonight like so.
Turn it up a little bit. This is my type of music too. What song is this? It's so good.
This has been a Showtime Hollering at the Moon exclusive.
Thank y'all.
We will see y'all in September. It's coming soon. We'll see y'all with the remaining Beyond the Ring episodes, Dark Side. We will see you getting extreme. We will see you from Brown Jewel.
Yes, sir.
2 months of the year, y'all.
All right. Peace, everyone.
Yeah.
See ya.